Welcome to the Darwin Award Chronicles, where we delve into the absurd and inexplicable tales of human mortality. Join us as we explore the 10 dumbest ways people have met their demise, earning themselves the dubious honor of Darwin Award winners. From ill-conceived stunts to fatally misguided experiments, these stories serve as cautionary reminders of the perils of poor judgment. Let's embark on this journey through the landscape of human folly. Number 10. How not to get away with bee. A farmer in Brazil was going about his property and realized that there was a massive beehive there waiting for him. He used some degree of caution, as bees may be extremely harmful and even lethal depending on the species and the individual's response to their painful stings. The man recognized that in order to get rid of the bees, he needed to defend himself from the stings and then use fire to destroy the hive. This was essentially a smart two-part plan. He went and got ready to burn the bees away, but he thought he would be safe if he covered his head with a plastic bag and sealed it tightly. You'd be far wiser than this man if you could already recognize the issue with this. Not to mention that using a plastic bag wouldn't halt bee stings. Rather, it would make matters worse as he neglected to breathe. He suffocated beneath the tree where the bees were still alive because he had not made holes in the sack to allow oxygen to pass through. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts on which one you believe is the most absurd in the comments section below. Number 9. Grenade selfie. There are certain things you're supposed to know not to mess with, and potentially dangerous explosives. While traveling in Russia, 2 men stumbled upon a live grenade with its pin accidentally removed, indicating it was armed and ready to detonate. Despite the malfunction that prevented immediate explosion, the grenade still posed a grave danger. Ignorant of this, the men decided to use it as a prop for a selfie. Tragically, the grenade exploded during the photo session, resulting in their deaths. Remarkably, the phone survived and served as evidence of the fatal outcome of their reckless decision. Many Russians were taking selfies with loaded firearms and other munitions because they felt it would make a nice shot, but it turns out that they were mistaken. Taking a cool selfie could end up costing you your life. Number 8. Gasoline cocktail. In North Carolina, a man named Gary accidentally drank gasoline, mistaking it for a tasty beverage. Despite realizing his mistake and spitting it out, he unknowingly soaked his clothes in gasoline. Tragically, when he lit a cigarette, the fumes ignited, causing severe burns and leading to his death. This serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of ingesting gasoline and the importance of being cautious in unfamiliar situations. Gary made the decision to go outdoors and light up, but as soon as he did, he caught fire. In case you live under a rock and are unaware that gasoline is flammable after consuming gas for any reason, Gary passed away later that morning despite being transported straight to the hospital with horrific burns. Your body still contains readily ignited gases, add fire and smoke, and you become something akin to a human hand grenade. This shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone, as the most absurd deaths and foolish actions are usually committed when under the influence of alcohol or another substance. Let this serve as a lesson. Avoid consuming gas. Number 7. Game over. There is a common belief that video games can be addictive, leading some players to spend long hours immersed in their favorite titles. While this tendency is often seen among dedicated gamers, it is not representative of the general population. However, in South Korea, gaming is more than just a pastime. It's a way of life. One individual, Lee, took this to an extreme during a session of StarCraft, playing for an uninterrupted 50 hours. During this marathon gaming session, Lee neglected basic needs such as eating and sleeping, only pausing briefly for necessary bathroom breaks. This extreme behavior sheds light on the deeply ingrained gaming culture in certain communities. Unfortunately, Lee's disregard for his well-being had dire consequences. After playing for 50 hours straight without attending to his basic needs, he tragically passed away. Doctors determined that his sudden death was a result of a combination of heart failure and exhaustion, both of which could have been prevented with simple self-care measures like taking breaks to rest and eat. Lee's demise serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of neglecting one's health in pursuit of an unsustainable lifestyle. It underscores the importance of prioritizing self-care and moderation in all aspects of life. Number 6. Lava lamp explosion. It's just not realistic to expect everyone to make wise choices. Consider Philip Quinn, a 24-year-old guy from Washington whose parents discovered him dead in his trailer after he set a lava lamp on a hot stovetop. Quinn died from the explosion of the lamp, according to NBC News. The heat ultimately caused the lamp to explode and shoot glass fragments outward. Some of those shards went straight into Philip's heart, killing him almost quickly. The police had no idea what the man was trying to do with the lava lamp on the stove. Even more unexpected is the police's allegation that they found no signs of drug or alcohol use at the residences. Perhaps the guys just felt it was a good idea to place the lava lamp on a hot stove, even if they weren't drunk. If so, then perhaps they were just curious about what would happen. Number 5. Death by reclining chair. While the majority of people visit movie theaters to unwind, enjoy popcorn, and be entertained, one unhappy man in the United Kingdom visited to meet his terrible demise. In 2018, there was a horrific accident at Birmingham's View Cinema Complex. The way this gentleman passed away was not only extremely foolish, but also extremely embarrassing. It is said that he dropped his phone between two seats and then knelt down to get it. It appears that everything would have been okay if the man had not got his head trapped in the electric footrest. When the man and his companion screamed for assistance, movie theater employees hurried to try to free his head from the footrest. Sadly, the man died anyhow, but wait for it. By the time they cracked open the chair, the man hadn't actually died from suffocation by the footrest. After the man was freed from the chair, he suffered a heart attack. He was taken to the closest hospital, where paramedics were able to restart his heart. However, a few days later, the man passed away from the injuries he had sustained from being stuck in the chair, making this one of the worst ways anyone has ever died. The recliner chair killed him when he was merely attempting to pick up his phone. Number 4. Over the edge at Victoria Falls. In a tragic incident at Victoria Falls in Zambia, a man lost his life in a horrifying accident while attempting to retrieve his spectacles. Victoria Falls, renowned as one of the world's largest and most awe-inspiring waterfalls, became the scene of this unfortunate event during what was meant to be a fun family vacation. The man, in a quest to find his dropped glasses, leaned over and inadvertently tumbled into the gorge of the falls. Despite efforts to pad across the ground in search of his spectacles, he reached the edge and fell approximately 120 feet down a rock face, resulting in instant death. This location has seen its share of accidents over the years, emphasizing its inherent dangers. However, what makes this tragedy particularly poignant is the irony that the man's quest for his glasses led to his demise, highlighting the profound consequences of a simple mishap. It serves as a stark reminder of the importance of being cautious and aware of one's surroundings, especially in hazardous environments such as Victoria Falls. Number 3. Getting big air during surfing. Kite surfing, an exhilarating sport that combines the use of kite-like parachutes to glide across water, can be both thrilling and dangerous. Adrian Monnoyer's tragic experience serves as a stark reminder of the risks involved, particularly when faced with powerful wind currents. Despite warnings to stay away from the ocean due to extreme weather conditions, Adrian and others defied the advice and ventured out to kitesurf. Unfortunately, Adrian found himself caught in a ferocious gale with winds reaching speeds of 100 miles per hour. The sheer force of the wind propelled him into the air, carrying him inland where he collided with multiple buildings, including a large hotel. Even after becoming detached from his kite, Adrian plummeted to his death from a height of 50 feet. This senseless tragedy underscores the importance of heeding weather warnings and exercising caution in extreme conditions. While kitesurfing can provide an adrenaline rush, it's crucial to prioritize safety over the thrill of the sport to prevent such avoidable accidents. Number 2. Death in safari. When embarking on a safari, adhering to safety guidelines is paramount, especially when encountering animals of considerable size and strength. One of the fundamental rules is to remain inside the vehicle at all times, unless instructed otherwise, ensuring the safety of both visitors and the animals themselves. However, 2 elderly German tourists visiting a Spanish safari park chose to disregard these warnings. Despite numerous signs and instructions urging visitors to stay inside their vehicles, the couple opted to exit their car in pursuit of a closer encounter with the animals. Tragically, their decision proved fatal when they were swiftly attacked and killed by a group of tigers shortly after leaving the vehicle. The park authorities provided limited details about the couple, but it was evident that their failure to follow the rules resulted in a tragic loss of life. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of adhering to safety regulations while enjoying wildlife experiences. Ignoring established guidelines can have devastating consequences, highlighting the need for visitors to prioritize their safety and respect the rules put in place for their protection. Number 1. Cobra Selfie. In one of the most senseless deaths of modern times, a man in India lost his life while attempting to take a selfie with a cobra. While it may have seemed like a unique opportunity for an extraordinary photo, the outcome was tragically fatal. The man, eager to capture a selfie with the king cobra draped around his neck, posed for the picture as the snake charmer placed the serpent. However, instead of cooperating, the cobra struck the man on the head with a bite. Initially unaware of the severity of the situation, the man continued posing for the photo. It wasn't until several minutes later that he realized the danger he was in. Sadly, despite his realization, he never made it to the hospital alive. The venom coursed through his veins rapidly, causing him to lose consciousness and ultimately leading to his untimely demise. This incident serves as a grim reminder of the risks associated with taking selfies in perilous situations, emphasizing the importance of exercising caution and prioritizing safety over capturing the perfect shot.